I want to talk about one of the major advantages that Dash has over the other proof of work coins, and that is that its nodes get paid. In coins like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, all of the nodes that store all the blockchain data are basically volunteer. Anybody can run one, and they don't really get anything for doing that. It's just a volunteer operation. Whereas with Dash, the nodes, the master nodes anyway, you can run a normal Dash node for free, volunteer if you like as well. Um, but we have a higher class of nodes that have some performance and uptime requirements. And if they meet those requirements, they get paid a portion of the block reward and transaction fees. Um, Currently, this is paying out about a little over 9%, about 9.4% APR on your Dash. So that's a pretty good payout compared to staking on a lot of other coins. Um, Compared to, say, Ethereum, it's 2 to 3 times as much. Um, But with Dash, it's not really staking on Dash. It's getting paid to run a node. So there is actually proof of work underneath Dash as well. You kind of have the best of both worlds. Um, but this provides both income and a voice to investors that you don't really have on other networks, coins like Bitcoin, BCH, Litecoin, and so on. Um, and this is important both for financial reasons and for consensus reasons as far as governance on the network. Um, so I did a previous video that kind of explained how this can be really beneficial to the holders of Dash in my video titled How Dash Can Be Profitable Without the Price Going Up. And I think this is a really important distinction because the you know at the end of the day, what do we want? We want people to use crypto. We want crypto to be a viable replacement for the legacy banking system, for fiat money. Um, and I don't necessarily want to get everyone in the world to use this. Uh, I want to see enough. We get to the point where crypto is ubiquitous enough that everyone who wants to use it can easily use it, where it's a commonly accepted form of payment, where it's very easy to get any of the products or services that you want in crypto. Um, we want to make it an option so that anyone who wants to get out of the banking system, who wants to have control of their own money, can. And as it turns out, this is has a very profitable feedback loop. Um, the more people uh, spend Dash, the more profitable it is to hold Dash. The more people hold and stake, for lack of a better term, their Dash, the more that will go up in this kind of feedback loop that I think really reinforces the value of the coin in a way that other coins really just don't have. Um, so there's a great tool available called CrowdNode. CrowdNode is a service that provides managed staking of Dash for you. So normally to create a master node, you would need 1,000 Dash to connect to that node that you would have to, sit on and not spend. Well, a lot of people don't want don't want to do that or don't have 1,000 Dash to do that. So CrowdNode allows people to make partial contributions to a master node, and then they collectively set up these nodes between a bunch of different people that use it. And this can now be done straight from the Dash mobile wallet, which is great. You could have a share in your mobile wallet and have it send. Uh, you can spend your payouts from a mobile wallet and buy things with Dash, so you kind of have a full circle there in earning and spending. So CrowdNode has been growing quite a lot lately. They're running quite a lot of nodes. I think it's currently somewhere around 109,000 Dash um, that are in their nodes. I don't want to say holding because they offer trustless nodes where you can still hold your own keys. Um, so that's an available option too. There's just a few additional steps, so you can have the degree of control over your money that you want. So I think that's a very important feature they've added in there. These guys charge what is it? 15% of Masternode fees. So it's pretty small. They say about 8% return. I think I calculated it a bit higher currently at yeah. And this is obviously going to fluctuate in the same way that mining rewards fluctuate. More people do it, maybe it goes down a little bit. Less if less people do nodes, the payout of nodes is going to rise. But it's also going to rise with usage. So the more people use Dash, the more you're going to get paid. And this is the thing I think that really just isn't there in other networks. Yes, in other networks, miners get transaction fees too, but people holding the coin don't really have access to any of that. People holding the coin aren't rewarded by the network being really useful and allowing people to spend the coin. This is something that Dash does, and I think that's really important for usage to actually spread. You need people who are enthusiastic about using the coin, holding it, people who want to show others how to use it. People need to care about using it, and that's just really lacking in a lot of the other cryptos. That's pretty unfortunate. By the way, these guys did not sponsor this or ask for this video or anything. It's just a really cool service that I think illustrates some of what can be done on top of Dash, a way for you to earn some money with Dash. I want to touch on one other quick thing here. You also get to vote on how things go in the network. So in a normal proof of work coin, only the miners get to vote on what happens. They are the entire consensus. On Dash, you have the miners still, but you also have the holders of these master nodes, or in this case, partial master nodes, who get to vote on changes to the network and on proposal funding and that sort of thing. And I think that's really important. And your votes do get collected as well through crowd nodes. So that's also a really important feature. So yes, as far as the proposals go, um, this I think is underutilized and something that could also be a really big catalyst if it gets to the point um, where a lot of usage starts happening on the network and the funding for the proposals gets bigger. I did a video previously called Dash owns part of a Bitcoin ETF. Because not only does everybody holding Dash have pretty easy access uh, to share in the profits of the master nodes, the profits of the network as a whole. And CrowdNode here requires half a Dash in order to become a member, which that's not very much. That's about $20. So very, very low threshold to enter and get involved. So not only can you profit from the income generated by the Dash network, but you can also profit from things that are done with the proposals, both in how that helps the network and in Dash's unique way of acquiring equity in other companies and things through the DIF, as I explained in that Dash owns part of a Bitcoin ETF video. So check that out if you're interested in how that works. Thanks.